Yo, what up, everyone? Back to my. Hold on, let me turn on the light. Better? Just for a little bit. I'm gonna turn off the light in a bit, just so you kind of see me. It's kind of bright as fuck. That should be good enough, right? That's too much light. It's like I'm dead. I'm in heaven. Halo. Anyways, thank you guys. Damn video. All right. Yeah, that's horrible. I should get one of those the ring lights and shit. Anyways, subscribe, follow all my channels. I'm live streaming this on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Rumble at the same time. We're gonna let me switch screens for a little bit. I have desktop audio off. I'm gonna be playing my oldies on Pandora so I don't get copyrighted. So, yep. Uh, let's learn. Uh, let's see. I'm on Boot.Dev. I have like my subscription or whatever. My subscription expires in August, so I'm gonna be in a hurry to get as many courses done as possible. Or else I'm gonna have to pay another 350 again. Oh yeah, you guys can see my OBS over here on the right. All right, let me play Pandora for myself. Lucille by Little Richard. Okay, so on Boot.Dev, we are. What's wrong with my stream over here on my tablet? Okay, that's good. I just had to refresh it. Anyways, on Boot.Dev, shoot. Let's see. You have 5 personalized challenges waiting in training grounds. Let's see. Let's check my notifications. I haven't been on this for like a month or two. There was a boss event, streak lost. Okay, mark all as red. Fuck it. Anyways, I'm on the backend developer path. Python and Go, build a Bookbot chapter 1 setup. Now, what I am planning to do, because it seems like they're adding more content for these courses and shit. You can see here they added more stuff to the Learn to Code in Python. And Learn Linux has 2 new lessons. So, I'm going to get as far as I can through these courses. There's 23 courses total for this path. And then after I complete it, hopefully, um, I still, I'll probably save money so I could fucking renew the subscription so I can continue doing it. But I'm gonna again go through as many courses as I can. I'm trying to learn as much as I can while I'm in Sac State University here in California, trying to be computer engineer. But I also want to learn how to um basically do game development and shit. And yeah, I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Trying to do projects and shit so that I could like something I could look back on my own YouTube channel and see where I was at from the bottom, and then hopefully get up there, and then now I'm here. You guys get what I'm trying to say. Start from the bottom, now we're here. Build a Bookbot. Let's do this. All right, welcome to Bookbot. This is perhaps your first ever project and almost certainly your first one in Boot.Dev. Congrats. We're building Bookbot, a Python program that analyzes novels and prints a statistical report of the word and character usage found within. Our learning goals are to configure a professional Python development environment on your local computer, practice building a full project from scratch, and learn how to use the professional code editor Z recommended. Alright, while you're learning, we recommend not using inline AI tab completion in your code editor. Here's a quick demo you might want to full screen. Alright, so I'm gonna have to pause. And then I'm gonna have to unmute. Alright. Oh, My bad. Let me go to chat. See, just in case you guys are chatting with me. Alright. You guys should be able to hear. Alright. Click on this video. Let me full screen this bitch. Okay, what was all this? Okay. I don't see any more videos, so I'm gonna mute and then turn my Pandora back on. Alright, so Boot.Dev CLI. Throughout this course, you'll be using the Boot.Dev CLI to run our tests, which are just CLI commands against your local environment. Install it now, and if you don't have it, or if you don't already have it, all the instructions and troubleshooting info are on the GitHub page. Make sure the Boot.Dev CLI installed worked. Have I really not done the Bookbot one? For Windows users. Okay. So these are instructions for Windows users. I need it for Linux. Alright. Run versus submit. Lessons have a series of commands that run in your local machine and test. Check the results. There are two modes for running commands with the CLI. Run and submit. Boot.Dev or Boot.Dev run ID runs the commands and shows the results. This is used for debugging, but it won't tell you explicitly whether you've passed the test. Boot.Dev run ID-S runs the commands in submit mode and gives you pass-fail feedback on success. It also marks the lesson as completed on the website. On some lessons, failed submissions can affect your sharpshooter spree. On others, there's no penalty on failure. Read each lesson instructions carefully and follow the submit flow it asks for. You can copy the commands with the lesson ID ready to go from the task panel. Assignment: once you have the CLI installed and you're logged in, copy and paste the submit command from the right in your terminal and execute it. There's no penalty on failure for the lesson. Now, this is for Windows users. Our automated tests run in Linux Mac environment. If you're on Windows, run the Boot.Dev CLI from WSL2, not a plain Windows terminal. So it says our automated tests run in Linux Mac OS environments. So I don't have to do nothing. Okay. Didn't I already do this shit? If you're stuck, reach out. Okay, install it now. Install Go. To use the Boot.Dev CLI, you need an up-to-date Golang toolchain installed on your system. Please note, the overwhelming majority of our courses that use the CLI is designed to be completed on Linux or Mac OS, or on Linux and Windows via WSL. If you're on Windows, usually what you'll want is to go into WSL and follow Linux installation instructions. However, we have at least one course that is Windows native, So there's also Windows PowerShell installation instructions below. Just be aware of which platform you're actually using. There are two main installation methods that we recommend. Option 1, Linux, WSL, macOS. The WebP installer is the simplest way for most people. Just run this on your terminal. So I got a curl-ss http webby golang. Read the output of the command and follow any instructions. Option 2, any platform including the Windows PowerShell. Install the Boot.Dev CLI. Okay, so the Webby installer is the simplest way for most people. Just run this on your terminal. Didn't I already do this though? Let me. What was the command? Control Alt T. Oh shit. Control. Okay. Okay, so curl dash lowercase s capital S http webby dash sh / golang piping that to sh. Welcome to Webby, modern tools and installs. We expect your experience to be absolutely perfect. Success. Alright. Problem. Bootstrapping Webby, updating local bin, downloading HTTPS, Webby sh packages, Webby / webby.sh to local bin Webby, running, okay, installing Go, found local bin, downloading Go from this, okay, saved as downloads Webby Go, extracting, installing to this, removing. It says removing home telco 760 local post dot local opt go v1.26.5 moving Go to so it's okay, updating the version, I guess. Installed to Go. So I think I did do this already before. Edit, configure, action required, copy paste and run the following command. Source this. Newly opened terminal windows will be updated automatically. Okay, so copy paste and run the following command. Maybe I have to do this. Paste. Permission denied. Okay. Alright, so I install Go to use the Boot.Dev. Wait, if I install Go, let's see, NeoVM Visual Studio Code. Because I think they had me do Visual Studio Code last time. Why is it? Okay. Alright, so option 1, Webby installer. Okay. Read the output of the command and follow any instructions. Modern tools installs. Okay. I think I didn't. After installing Golang, open a new shell session and run Go version to make sure everything works. Alright, so I think that's instructions just for Windows, but I'm gonna do it too. Alright, it says Go version. So G Go version. Yeah, it's just to check the version. Okay, so I got Go 1.26.5 Linux AMD 64. Alright. Alright, optional troubleshooting. If you already had Go installed with Webby, you should be able to run the same Webby command to update it. If you already had a version of Go installed a different way on Linux Mac OS, you can run which Go to find out where it is installed, and if needed, remove the old version manually. In PowerShell, okay. So which Go? Opt Go bin Go. Okay. If you already had a version of Go installed a different way on Linux, you can run which Go to find out where it's installed. If needed, remove. Okay, if you're getting a command not found error after installation, it's most likely because the directory containing the Go program is in your path. You need to add a directory to your path by modifying your shell's config. First, you need to know where the Go command was installed. It might be, okay, so Webby, okay, somewhere else. You can ensure that the program exists by attempting to run Go using its full file path. For example, if you think it's here, you can run this. If that works, then you just need to add local opt go bin to your path and reload your shell. Alright, so for Linux WSL, for macOS right here, okay, for Linux, it says echo export path. Okay, this to bin bash rc. Next, reload your shell config. Okay. Go version, I think it says the same shit. Alright. You just need to add this to your path and reload your shell. Is a directory, okay. Okay, so it's a directory. So now for, let's see, Linux WSL echo this. What the heck? I don't know why my dog is. It's probably because my brother's alarm is going off. Kai, why are you crying? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you crying? Is it because your uncle and Bane went out on a walk? I already took you out on a walk. Why do you always want to go when they go too? She's such a crybaby. Go to couch. Go. That ain't the couch. Whatever. Chill and wait for them to come back. Anyways, where was I? Doing this. Alright. So echo export the path. Alright. It didn't do anything. Next, reload your shell config. Or is this for fucking Windows? No, this is for Linux. Reload your shell config. Yeah, so it just reloaded. Let me clear this shit out. What was it? Control L? Yep. Alright. And let me just do that one more time. There we go. Alright. Install the Boot.Dev CLI. I'm pretty sure I already did all this though. Alright, the following command will download, build, and install Boot.Dev command into your Go toolchain bin directly. Go ahead and run it. Go install github.com Boot.Dev Boot.Dev at latest. What? You're such a crybaby. You got your num-nums over there. I took you on a walk. What else do you want? Don't look at me with those cute fluffy. Don't look at me. Look out. Fuck. I love dogs. Alright. Oh, that is doing the shit from the video that I just saw. Did it freeze? Is it still going? Yep. Okay, finished. Alright, so did all this downloading this shit from GitHub. Alright. Now what? It says run boot.dev -- version on your command line to make sure it's the that the installation worked. Yeah. If it did, move on to step 3. So we're gonna run this boot.dev version. Alright, so it's good. Alright, optional troubleshooting. If you're getting command not found, nope. Let's move on to login to the CLI. Run boot.dev login to authenticate with your boot.dev account. After authenticating, you're ready to go. So I gotta run this. Oh, my login code. Paste your login code. What the fuck? Install Boot.Dev. Run this. Paste this code to your terminal. Oh, that is fucking cool. I want to learn how to. No. Okay. Okay, I logged in successfully. Now I'm gonna. Some of you guys are gonna want to fucking log in. I think it like refreshes and shit, so you need to authenticate every time you try to go on. Anyways, configuration. The Boot.Dev CLI offers a couple of config options that are stored in the config file. Default is this shit or this shit. If this shit is set, all commands have -h help flags if you want to see the available options on the command line. Alright, base URL for HTTP tests. For lessons with HTTP tests, you can configure the CLI with the base URL that overrides any lessons default. A common use case for that is when you want to run your server on a port other than the one specified in the lesson. In the mood. I fucking love all this. Alright. Am I good to continue on Boot.Dev or do I still have to set it up? Oh, what up, Blastoderm? Oh, you're actually on Linux and not on WSL2. Which distro? Arch Linux, by the way. On my PC, my custom build gaming PC, whatever it is, the custom build PC that I mainly use for. It had Windows 10, and then I got rid of Windows altogether. Right before they uh, stopped with the, I don't know, the October, no more fucking updates, software updates, whatever for Windows 10 here in the US was canceled. Before that happened, I switched over to Arch Linux, and I manually installed it. I have a fucking video on I think gamer to engineer playlist. If you go on my YouTube, you'll be able to see it. The first video is a waste of time, 2 hours of me just learning to learn how to install it, and then ended up having to redo it the next day. It took me 7-ish hours, maybe 7 to 9 hours, okay, to fucking do it manually, step by step. Yes, in the video I used the fucking tutorial from YouTube to do it, but it's basically the same shit. I didn't. He had instructions to put GNOME, but I chose KDE Plasma for the desktop environment. And what else? I don't know. I can't remember it step by step. It doesn't really matter. But I opted out of Windows on my laptop, personal laptop, on my mom's laptop too. I put Arch Linux on there. Yes, I used the Arch install for the laptop. I ain't got time for that shit. At least I did it once all the way through. I'm good with that. But I'm making my mom fucking play around with Arch Linux too. Just making it super simple. She doesn't need it for that much stuff other than just like browsing the web and shit. But like she has to come to me for any. She always comes to me for tech help anyway. So might as well like update every. I'm able to fix all her shit for her, and I have to deal with paying for shit. Anyways, you said mine is Garuda based on Arch, but bundled on and configured on install. You got no interest on install raw Arch. Garuda and Manjaro already comes pre-configured. Garuda comes with console using Shellfish instead of Bash. Yeah, man, freaking. As long as you convert to Linux, then well, actually, there's a lot of freaking, those fucking weirdos that, like, I don't know, they're fucking weird. They like to nitpick on the way you choose your fucking Linux distro and how you do it. And who the fuck cares? At least you're doing it. At least you're escaping Windows. Anyways, where was I? Base URL for HTTP tests. Okay, for lessons with these tests, configure the CLI with a base URL that overrides any lesson's default. A common use case for that is when you want to run your server on a port other than the one specified in the lesson. Alright, the set base URL run Boot.Dev config base URL my URL. Make sure you include the protocol scheme HTTPS to get the current base. I don't think I have to deal with this shit. URL for HTTP tests. To get the current base URL, the default is empty string. CLI colors. CLI text output is rendered with the extra colors green, success messages red, error messages in gray. To customize the colors, nah, I don't want to fuck with that. Troubleshooting the config. If you want to undo the changes to your config, simply remove it. To reset it completely, the CLI automatically creates the fresh config file with the original in the original location, then log in again. Upgrading. If you just installed the CLI, it's already upgraded. Boot.Dev CLI is regularly updated to enhance expanded its features integration with the web app. CLI automatically detects new versions and will require you to upgrade it before submitting or logging in. To upgrade, alright, run boot.dev or boot.dev upgrade or use the install. Okay, troubleshooting, reinstall. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Alright, let's continue. Um, Blastoderm, you said you wanted to make sure you'd be able to have Steam running when OS got installed. Garuda did. Steam was already installed and configured. Oh, so it's one of those distros mainly for gaming, I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know what Garuda is. Uh, what was the other one? There was another one that's specifically for gaming. I can't remember off the top of my mind what like everyone, at least on YouTube, is saying that's good for. It's not Pop OS. Fuck, I just can't remember. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anyways. Alright. 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 Where am I on? Okay, so I logged in. Run versus submit. Assignments. Once you completed the install, you're logged in, copy and paste the submit command from the right into your terminal and execute it. There's no penalty on failure for this lesson. Alright, so I gotta copy this. Copy and paste submit command into your terminal. Boot.dev run this shit. This submission is safe. Failed checks won't cost armor or sharpshooter progress. Alright. So let's do that. Let's move. Copy, paste that. Enter. Oh, shit. So it like connected to the web and my account. And it, okay. That's cool. Alright, so running echo ready for boot. Bookbot. Expect exit code 0. Expect standout to contain all ready for Bookbot. Command exit code 0. Command standout ready for Bookbot. All tests passed. I gained 380 XP. And the daily bonus to return to your browser to continue with the next lesson. Alright. Oh, wait. There's only 4 for this lesson. And there's 3 chapters? Lesson. There's 4 in this one. Okay. Copy and paste. I did that. Check the output for command to see the results breakdown. Echo ready for Bookbot. Expecting a standout. Okay. It says using the Boot.Dev CLI is the only way to submit your solution for this type of lesson. We need to be able to run commands in your environment to verify the solution. You can install it here. Okay. Next. Workspace. Many developers have spent years writing code, but never developed good organization, and so they end up with project directories strewn haphazardly across the file system. I know it sounds silly, but it gets painful to manage so many projects. That's why I use the system I'm about to show you. To be clear, you can organize your code however you prefer on your machine, but this method has served me very well. Similar to how Golang used to enforce code organization, which is turn-based on how code projects are hosted online. So, workspace username, project name. Okay, for example, curly this shit and this shit. This keeps all projects in a predictable location on my system. Adopt my system if you'd like, but you don't have to. Workspace, Book.Dev, Curriculum, Waxlang, Go, Rabbit, MQ. Okay, fuck it. Alright, so the assignment, it says regardless of whether you choose my system or not, you do not need a project directory for this project. Once you create one, Proceed to the next lesson. Have you completed this step? What am I supposed to do on my command line? Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna ask Boot, show me how. Alright, says I can't walk you through the exact file path since that's part of your own setup, but let's break down what's being asked here. The lesson wants you to create a project directory somewhere on your machine, a folder where the project's file will live. A few questions to get you moving. Do you already have a general workspace or projects folder on your computer where you keep coding work? Are you comfortable using terminal commands like make directory and cd change directory, or would you prefer to use your own file explorer finder to create the folder visually? I think I want to practice using like the terminal. Let me read your comments just so that you don't feel like I'm ignoring you. All right. You said you watched this very lesson last Friday? Was that where we left off? Nope, nope, no. CashioOS, yeah. All right. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where did I leave off? All right. CashioOS. I run this live disk, but it's not very well configured, so I decided to install Garuda and then add CashioOS repos. So my OS is a hybrid Garuda CashioOS. Nice. You said I watched this very lesson last Friday. Actually, because they're gonna make you split the code into two files, it's better to have a folder for this assignment. KDE has an official folder called project. Maybe it's already on your system. So how would I be able to, let's see, curly brace, right? Where's the curly brace at? Down here. Curly brace fucking / project. Let's see. Ah! I'm trying to practice using this Mo Ergo split keyboard or ergonomic keyboard. It's much easier. Yeah, I know. I practice using my keyboard. Shit. No such file or directory. Okay, so whatever. Are you comfortable using terminal commands? Okay, once you know where you want it, you typically do something like make directory, some folder name, some folder name. Tell me which approach you'd like to use, terminal or file explorer, and whether you want to follow the workspace username, project name pattern, or your own system, and I can guide you through. Okay, so uh, I want to practice shit and get used to used to the terminal as a future. Let's see what I'm curious what Boots is gonna say after as a future computer engineer. Let's see. As a let's just say what I am right now. Computer engineering student. And oh, I spelled it wrong. Engine earring student. Uh, I want to use what the fuck was his name? Uh, this dude. I forgot his name. Wags Lane, whatever. Okay, let's see. I can't walk you through exact file. Do you already have general workspace or projects folder? I want to practice and get used to the terminal as a computer engineering student. I want to use this project pattern. Shit. I do not have. Damn, I'm a slow typewriter. I do not have a project /workspace folder. Yeah, works. All right. You said, but you can create the folder or with another name you prefer. A folder only for coding. Mine is called just prog. Just made a search. The new Linux folder is called projects. It's a plural name. Okay. Other official folders names are documents, videos, music. Okay, maybe he does have a projects folder. Let me check. Did I not put a /? I put a / project. Projects. Okay. So I'm add an S. Nope. Oh wait, it says is a directory. Okay, so there is a directory. Okay, it says good choice. Terminal fluency pays off constantly. As an engineer, let's build this up piece by piece using make directory, and cd. Let's think about the structure you want. That's 3 levels deep workspace. Then uses username or okay. Let's see. So I'm just gonna copy this. And then I'm gonna put found a default. Interesting. It looks like you tried to cd into or run something against projects and the shell is telling you they already exist as a directory. That error message is a directory. Usually shows up when a command expects a file but gets a folder instead. Few questions to narrow this down. What exact command did you type that produced this error? Not just projects alone, since typing a path by itself is usually a runnable command where you're trying cd into it, cat it, or something else. Also, I noticed the path error home teleco sub 60 projects not matching username. Do you want to stick with the projects as your top level folder name instead of workspace? Either works, but lets me make sure that you're consistent with whatever you choose. Since you reference this path again in future lessons. Um, Now I gotta fucking tell Boots what I did. Is all I typed. Now, let's see. Should I just create another one just for Boot.Dev? Nah, I want to use format given in this lesson. That explains it. Typing just this on its own isn't a command. Your shell tries to execute it as if it were a program, and since it's actually a directory, not an executable file, it complains with is a directory. To work with the path, you'll need to actually command paired. You need an actual command paired with it. For example, to move into the directory, cd to create or to create a directory, make directory path. To list what's inside, ls path. Since you want to follow the workspace username project name pattern, not projects, let's start fresh. Alright, think through this. What command would you use to create a new directory? Make directory? Alright, so let me fucking, should I mkdir make directory fucking what was it some folder name. Okay, so since you want to follow this pattern, not this pattern. Okay, so I'm gonna let me paste this in here. Let me get into here. And type in oh 60, not 69. Giggity. Alright. And then the project name. What should the project name be? Building a Bookbot or Boot.Dev? Let me. I'm fucking making it too complicated. What would be a good fucking name? You said you need command cd projects change directory. I mean cd change directory. So you need to type in cd to change the folder. New merge. Okay. You can create a Boot.Dev folder with projects. Make directory. -p and use that to place all your Boot.Dev projects. Okay, I'll name it Boot.Dev or Boot.Dev. Lowercase or capital? Yeah, Boot.Dev. Maybe like that. Let me just copy this and put this into here just to make sure I'm doing it right. Alright, so that's the right structure and reasonable attempt. So no, I got it wrong. Let's check one thing before you run it, or if you already ran it, let's check what happened. Make directory by default only creates one new directory at a time. It expects all the parent directories in the path to already exist. Since that workspace and or workspace telco services you probably don't exist yet on your system, plain and make directory might complain that a parent directory is missing. So instead of workspace, put projects. Yep, put projects. Shit. PRO Projects. Like that. Make directory dash projects dot boot.dev. Okay. Should I remove the fucking username right here? And then you said make directory dash P. Okay, the dash P is what I forgot. So dash lowercase p? Yeah, okay. And space. It means your home folder. Oh, okay. So dash uh that means my home folder. Yeah, okay. Don't repeat the username. Let's see this. Let's see if that works. Will that work? It says close, but take a careful look at the path you typed. Okay, that leading isn't the tilde character that represents your home directory. Okay, so I think you're the one that made the typo, right? When you were trying to tell me? Okay, let me go back. Let me. Damn, I'm so slow. Alright. Okay. Also notice you switch from the workspace username project structure to projects boot.dev, dropping the username folder entirely. Two things to fix. Make sure you're typing the actual character, not hyphen. Decide are you sticking with workspace telco sub 60 boot.dev, matching the lessons suggested pattern, or intentionally switching into different structure like. Yep, I am switching it because I'm a slow typer. Switching to make things simpler. A completely reasonable adjustment. Understanding why convention exists matters more than rigidity following it, as long as you're consistent and find your project's later structure is your call. So with projects /bootdev as your target, try the correct command with the proper tilde and the -p flag. What do you get? Okay. Alright. We're good, right? We should be good. We should be good with this. The command looks correct. Okay. It says it won't error out even if projects already exist. Go ahead and run it. Once it executes, try verifying it worked. Do you know a command to list the contents of a directory so you can confirm? Okay. Let's do it. ls fucking tilde. / projects. / boot. DV. No, it didn't. List ls. Or wait, do I have to cd to it first? Yeah, I think it's cd to / projects. No such file or directory. What the fuck? Just ls. Alright, so projects is right there. So I just got a cd to projects. See, this is what happened. Alright, now I'm in projects. Now I ls that. Boot.Dev. Alright, so it worked. Okay. Yeah. If I don't do it consistently, then I forget shell all the time. So, goddamn. Thankfully, I streamed it everything, and I have it recorded on my YouTube, so I could look back on it. Alright. Have you completed this step? Yes. Alright, so let's go back to the assignments just in case. Alright. Okay, so yes. It's just taking my word for it. Alright. Okay, a readme.md is markdown documentation file that's supposed to explain what your project is and how to run it. If you're a real developer, then it's always out of date and doesn't provide enough info. Assignment: create a file named readme.md in your editor and copy this text to it. It says be sure it matches. We'll be checking. Bookbot. Okay, so I gotta copy all this. Bookbot is my first. Okay. The anchor link syntax is how you make a link in Markdown. Alright, and then save the updated file. Command S on Mac OS, Control S on Windows and Linux. Run the submit the CLI test from the root of your project folder. Alright. Create a file named read.me in your editor and copy this text. How do I do that? Copy paste the submit command into your terminal. Run the CLI commands to test your solution. Cat read me. You said inside Boot.Dev or Boot.Dev, you're gonna need to create a folder just for the assignment. Each assignment project should have its own subfolder. Oh, okay. Okay. That is a good idea. Alright, so make directory, then / this one is build build, and I'll call it Bookbot. Build Bookbot. Right? The, the, the closest and simplest thing to the name of this course, right? Build a Bookbot. Yeah, build Bookbot. I'll keep it simple. Now let me list Boot.Dev. Alright, then cd into Boot.Dev. cd into Boot.Dev. What? Oh, / right? What? Okay, so I'm in projects. Oh, I didn't spell it right. That's why. Alright. Capital D-E-V. No. Then I gotta remove the /. Alright. Alright, I mean, now list it. Build Bookbot is there. Okay. I'm slow. I'm getting there. I'm getting there eventually. And then I'll forget immediately the next day. You can use a tab key to autocomplete something you start typing. So when you start typing B, press tab to get Boot.Dev. Okay. Now how do I create a file named fucking readme? How do I God damn. You can create the file path right in the code editor. Here's the general process. In your project's root folder, the same place where your main.py or other Bookbot files live, create a new file. Name it exactly read.md. The .md extension tells the editors and GitHub that it's a markdown file, right? In your project folder. Okay, copy and paste the exact text from the assignment into that file, matching it precisely, including the link syntax. So just copy and paste it. Name it exactly. Readme. Okay. So says not quite. That text should go. Oh shit. Into the terminal. It shouldn't go in there by itself. The terminal is for running commands like boot.dev run, not for writing file and contents directly. Instead, that text needs to go inside the readme.md file, which you create and edit in your code editor like VS Code, the same place you write your Python code. So the steps are: open your editor, Create a new file called readme in your project's root folder. Oh, so I have to fucking open up VS Code. Alright. See how long it takes to fucking open.